So, lots of things, but currently lots of things. So let's look at the lots of things. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in the small town now builds an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Spider-Man!
Spider-Man does whatever Spider-Man does.
You did not quite take that in a direction I expected.
Oh.
I was going for J. Jonah Jameson, you know? Calling him a menace.
No, I went with the version of the Spider-Man song that my nephew sings.
Oh, okay. Also, in case you weren't aware, since you randomly joined on what is it, part 3 of chapter 3? Part 4 of chapter 3? I don't know. Whatever episode this is.
Part 4. It's part 4.
I'm Suki, that's Bailey, also known as Chased in Black. In case you randomly joined in the middle of the chapter.
Yeah.
Are you a weirdo? I mean, if you're a weirdo, then welcome. I don't care. You're here and that's all that matters. Alright. Maybe Stella is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real. But the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Y'all keep saying that. I really don't think
There's ditchlings around whispering, so...
Yeah, there's 4 ditchlings on screen right now. I really don't have faith. This place is cursed, never return. The typical whispers that I hear whenever they're nearby. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there. And you can feel it stir as the sun sets and the daylight fades away. I am not breaking into the electric clinic based on a bad vibe that Maple got. That's, I don't think that text is supposed to be here. I'm just saying. I
don't think so either.
That was before the change of scenery. I'm just saying. Anywho, enter the library. That was a kerchunkalunka of a door. Hello, whatever name your cat was. I see you over there.
Oh, that was the nice cat, remember?
Yeah, I don't remember what... Well, the nice cat that's a paper shredder. I don't remember what their name was, though.
But they purred up a storm. I think I remember that.
Just as its exterior was intimidating, in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh! You can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Well...
Much
yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I wonder if there's a way that we can just skip a lot of the dialogue and make it to where he actually came with us somehow.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means that we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. I got my EMF reader, my temperature gauge, my spirit box, my infrared camera, my UV light, my video cameras, salt, flashlights for everyone in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches, and candles for the rituals. Sounds like the entirety of Phasmophobia.
She's got it.
You know, the only thing we're missing is the head-mounted cameras and a van. Wait, we have a van.
Well, we have a van.
But there's no cameras in there. No monitors. Or was there? I don't know. I don't think so. And you've got your specter-sniffing compatriot at your side, too. This Snows can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel.
I'm proud of you, Gretchen.
Oh, and a Ouija board. Got the Luigi board.
Please, let's leave the Luigi board in the car.
Hey, you liked the Luigi board when we went to Phasmo.
That's the only place I touch a Luigi board.
I know they're toys, but you never know, it might come in handy. I mean, if it's something that they can fuck with, then it's something they can fuck with, I mean. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in the bug out bag or something? Of course I do! I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start to get spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after tonight, I'm more than ready to try again. There's something back there. I can feel it. Back where? Back at the house we haven't been to?
Where is this house?
I don't fucking know. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. I really want to tell people about it, apparently. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about the mine collapse. Whatever weird stuff we saw last night was probably just the gas leak.
I call bullshit.
There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night, like aliens.
I think it's the second option that I liked.
The whole town is one big supernatural death trap?
I think so.
Is that the one you want?
I think so. I saw your mouse for a second.
No, it's because I tabbed over to make sure my mouse wasn't off, and it sure was. So there's something, or the whole town?
The whole town.
The whole town is one big supernatural death trap?
Yeah.
They all shift uncomfortably. I swear, it's not usually like this. It's really a nice place to visit most of the time, just not this week, apparently.
It's my fault.
Well,
I'm the only new thing this week as far as we're aware, so it's my fault. Jennifer, I just had an idea.
What's that?
I'm gonna roast a marshmallow and put it on Thin Mints.
Sounds weird, but okay.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds like a minty marshmallow.
I know, but it's covered in chocolate and it's a cookie. So,
Maybe.
in
I don't know.
theory, it should taste good.
In theory. Well, yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time. And it's decided to be a little bit more obvious about it now.
Yeah.
Hey Zane, don't forget about me! Forgot we invited you!
I totally forgot we invited him as well.
I like that his shirt has his name on it. Yo, don't go off ghost busting without Zane! Don't worry, I was gonna forget about our promise, Stella! Zane, I'm glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, and I was so desperate for answers about the afterlife to, like, ease my troubled mind.
Don't mind me. I'm roasting a marshmallow just off screen.
Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Oh my. This certainly is a lot of humans for one little ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. You know, that does happen. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that What's-Her-Face, our cousin, hasn't called us.
Oh, Tabitha? Whatever. I'm okay with it.
Like, girl, why haven't you called us? We literally ran off.
I mean, for all they know, like, Stella came in, was like, hey, come on. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, sounds good. You know? Oh yeah, it's Pixel. I was thinking it was something technology-based. But my brain kept going techno, and I was like, that was his name. Hey!
This is actually really good.
Human! Kick ghost ass, okay? I missed my special treat. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Hey!
That's what that hallway was.
This thing! I didn't know your house was connected to the library.
That's weird.
Well, that makes sense why we've never seen it then. Also,
Yeah.
for anyone who likes this man, it's a very close-up of his titties right now.
I'm more looking at Stella's butt.
Stella's
Not
butt.
Stella, Gretchen's butt, sorry.
Oh, yeah, the little X of her ass. It looks like the sun is almost set. This is when the stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! There's no way you guys are doing this without me. Rosalina, we talked about this. No, you talked at me about it. I'm sick of other people making decisions for me. You know, you and the kid we were just with, you know, you have some things to talk about. You know? I just want to be able to live in our house again. I'm going in there and sleeping in my room tonight, no matter what. I mean, she can come with her. It's her fucking house, too.
Yeah.
You want me to do this or let Oscar?
Let Oscar handle it.
Okay.
He's the parent.
He sure is. Let the pup come. It's best to give her a chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Rosa, it could get dangerous in there. Just hang out in the library and we'll get this taken care of in a few hours. I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. If Zane is coming, I have every right to be there. She's got a point, Mr. G. You're right. I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if things get too much, and if you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Gosh. Now, let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again. Like the mines, like that door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you're not sure. Do you see the little ditchling, I think, through the window?
Oh my god.
He looks like an old man.
Sure does.
Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. Also, if the cat misses her treat, just fucking bring it over. Just saying.
Yeah.
None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. That's cool. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. That is really close to the picture, but okay. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. I don't know, is it a solo type ghost or a group type ghost? Oh dear.
Oh god, there's two. There's two.
There sure is two. Was he there a second ago?
He was, but
Okay.
Oscar's arm was in the way.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. Could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. The temperature gun is saying that it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I mean, it could
make a very good point.
I mean, alright. Come on, ghost, let's see some action. You wanna just start with the Explorer?
Yeah.
I've only seen the stain. What? Dad?
The spore stain.
Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spend most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. I mean, I can understand your point of view. I love you, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so come on, I'm scared. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Okay, Fred? Maybe it's shy. We're wasting our time here. It goes to the room. Great, we found the ghost! Case closed. Good work, team.
Scooby-Doo!
Scooby-Doo? Can't make me pull a Fred.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, yep.
Okay. Good to know that the mouse is on stream, but
What
not
was
here.
that achievement?
Let's see who it really is with Fred Yank, a mascot.
Wonderful.
Alright, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Is Shaggy gonna take the dog?
Well, Stella's a little ditzy, so yeah.
Well, I meant Zane.
I mean, Zane is a pothead.
He's
he has
definite-
a pot leaf on his hat.
He's definitely Shaggy. He's definitely gonna zoinks at some point. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. If we discover a ghost here, I want us all to discover it together. I mean, that works.
I love her happy face.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Yay. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust a ghost?
Kanika looks concerned.
Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, and a bunch of salt from some jars for the ectoplasm, she says sheepishly in the background.
I have never seen ectoplasm.
Well,
I'm honestly not sure if it's like an actual real occurrence.
I don't know. All I know is there's fucking ditchlings outside the window staring at us.
There are, which means something is about to go wrong.
You know? And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board and ask it to politely leave.
That's not how a Luigi board works, but okay.
So two things. Since I now know that their house is connected to the library, there was 7 ditchlings.
Oh god, there's another ditchling in the bathroom door. When did it get there?
when did I get there? So we know
You're
that
gonna have to look for that because that door was not open before.
I don't know. Well, I know that there was a gradient of darkness, but I don't know if that door was closed at some point.
I feel like it was closed.
I don't know. Me from in the post, tell me, was it? But anyway, I was gonna say that. So since I now know that we are connected to the library, we knew that there was 4. We knew that there was ditchlings outside.
4. There were 4 ditchlings outside.
And we now see 3 more. Or 2
Yeah.
might be the same, but still.
Yeah.
So.
Oh god, that one has a hand up.
Yeah. Did you not see his little cat paw hand?
I didn't see his little cat paw hand.
And then my second thing that I wanted to point out was the bookends.
Oh my god, I love the bookends.
I thought it was cute. Okay. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse.
Thank you for the sanity Oscar. Thank you.
Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost must really have you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Ah, Stein.
Oh, that's the stain.
Whoa.
Teen interests.
We're interests in teens. Woo. Many boys. New album.
Also, is that Baku Deku on the fucking?
I think it might be. But also,
like Deku and Baku.
I just love the K-pop poster. Many boys.
Yeah. Also, it looks like I don't know. It looks like an anime boy, like right in front of her face.
I don't know. It's I don't know. Anywho,
There's also a bat.
there's a bat. Oh yeah, there's a bat. I was looking at the wall still. Yes, there is in fact. And there's currently a closed window with what could be the very slight sliver of a ditchling outside the window.
Yeah.
I love that for us. Wow. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven.
Oh, she looks so upset.
Well, yeah, she's standing on it. I don't know why she's standing on it. She goes back to sniffing. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. I mean, it could just not be doing anything weird now because the stain is here. You might need to clean it.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just a stain, Dad. It's just a stain, Dad. I don't know if anyone will realize what reference I'm trying to make with that. Until dawn. It's just a prank hand.
Oh my god.
It was too similar, I couldn't not.
Yeah.
Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you've scrubbed the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of the summoning ritual.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure how that's scientific, but
If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest.
you know. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. Or it's trying to send a message. I'm gonna say Gretchen.
Gretchen.
Gretchen says it's a blood stain. Ghost blood. Her fucking eyes right now.
Stella.
Oh my god, the fucking titty cleavage right now.
Yeah, that's cleavage.
Jesus Christ. Or just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I feel like the ceiling would probably show that off. The floor wouldn't really go up. So I think there'd be a bigger problem than what Maple and Stella are suggesting. There's a bigger problem than what I am suggesting?
I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Maple and Stella are suggesting.
How is a rusty pipe leaking on the floor worse than a blood stain that keeps reappearing?
I don't know.
How is that worse than a blood stain that's reappearing?
I don't know. Kanika's a skeptic. You gotta give her some leeway.
But she's saying that if all three options were an option, her option is the worst. How is, yeah, that's the most logical, but how is that the worst? Anyway,
I don't know.
have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain on their carpet. I made sure that it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. What if there's something written under there? Interesting concept. Interesting thought.
Very interesting concept.
Only one way to be sure. I mean,
Stella, you gotta ask permission first.
I mean, my thought is if it's a government-owned house and they're going to get mad at you for doing anything to it, you might need to ask them first.
Yeah.
Unless you just redo the whole carpet and they're okay with it. But you'll need to ask them about it.
Yeah.
Ah! She's just ripping it off the wall. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. It looks like it wasn't pushed down, very well, since she's pulling it so easily. Wait a second. Gretchen, what are you doing with the blood? Gretchen.
Well, read the thing.
Oh, but I'm just saying, but look at her face. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise after all. It's because her avatar changed, before the text appeared.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was just like, what are you doing, child? Oh dear. We're doing the government a favor, really. A trap door. Well, it went from mildly concerning to very concerning. You didn't know that there was a trap door under your fucking room.
I like how, the girl's like, excuse me, there was a trap door?
Yeah, she's just like, excuse me, pardon? And, yeah. Everyone has that same shocked expression except for the one person who has no eyes.
Yep.
Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here.
Yeah.
A hatch! No. So we're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right?
We're going down there, right?
Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. I'm like, so do you have your camera though? Like what? You are all about YouTube. Where is your camera?
Camera, Stella.
You just need to have a boob attachment so that it's there. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look at all the red stuff coming from underneath. Yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can feel it. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is that is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. Why does it have to be a leak? You just said it was rain. Why does it have to be a leak if you just said it was rain? I don't get it.
Ghost Triplets, thank you for the nearly 3 years of followage.
No, my thing doesn't actually show me anything at the moment. Sup, Ghost Triplets? It's been a minute. How does it feel to be a person for so long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
The water dissolved all the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. Simple as that. These are explanations. I'm not entirely sure how it's bubbling up through the floor, though. I don't know why it would be that aggressive, but...
Right.
But options.
There's ditchlings.
But options. Like, these are options for the logical side.
They are options.
It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it.
You tested it?
I thought, maybe you tested it wrong. It can't be blood. So my thought is, I'm not looking at whatever she's saying right now. If it is Kanika's theory of a bunch of water under the house pushing itself up into this hatch, what if a creature died in the flood and all of their blood is just mixed in the water?
Well, he said it was human blood.
I'm not entirely sure how you test the difference between human and not human blood.
There's different proteins.
Oh, okay. But I was just trying, well, fine. Some person died and is under the house right now, and there's just a lot of rainwater, and it all mixed together.
That's fair, but still human blood.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that way we could, like, make it a more logical, there's no supernatural happening here type of situation.
Yeah, but how would that person that died in the flood be bleeding?
Because they
Because
got, maybe their head got hit on a rock and they've just been bleeding out, and they, you know, you have however many liters of blood, and, you know, it mixed with all the fucking red-ass dirt she said that there is, and so it tested, and it still had the blood in it, and it's also just got red-ass dirt. I don't know, I'm trying to make it to where Kanika could be correct, okay?
Kanika's not correct.
No, Bailey, you have to come into this with an open mind. That means that you have to give logical explanations as well as your crazy stories, you know? You have to do both.
I'm taking in the facts, and Kanika's just making shit up trying to sound
Just
like it's...
do both.
It has to be logical.
Do both.
I am taking in the evidence, I'm not taking into this bullshit fucking story that Kanika just made up, okay?
You can say both, though. You can say, until I am given the evidence of us opening this stupid-ass hatch and we look, both are options.
Oh, no.
That's how a scientist would approach this. You are clearly not a scientist.
Oscar has evidence that it is human
Yes,
blood.
and I said that there's a person who died.
Fact. Yes, but Kanika has no evidence that a flood did occur.
I mean, she said it's been raining a lot.
Yeah, but there was no flood. If there's a flood, somebody would have mentioned it.
How do we know that there's not just a lot of water under the house, though?
There's entirely possible that there's a bunch of water under the house, but it's not a flood. That's where I'm drawing the line, is that there is no documented evidence of a flood happening recently because she says maybe there was a flood.
I don't know. Well, she said that it had been raining a lot and maybe there was a flood.
Yes, it's maybe that is the problem with that.
So my thought of trying to make this to where the logical side of Kanika could try to be correct, this little trapdoor thing goes to the crawl space, which is ever so slightly less elevated than the rest of the surrounding area. So when it does rain, it just floods under the house, and nobody realized because it never had been an issue. And then, you know, somehow that one person or what have you died and slipped in. Or maybe a hobo was sleeping in their crawl space and didn't realize it was gonna flood. Who the fuck knows?
Entirely possible. Who knows? But for right now, the only evidence we have is that it was tested as human blood and it's coming up from the ground.
Yes. That doesn't explain the quote-unquote manifestations, but we haven't seen that yet, so...
Yes.
We haven't seen that yet. So we can't say anything about that yet. Going off of what we have seen, we as the collective of Maple have not seen that.
You know, you said we wouldn't be doing all this theorizing bullshit.
We have done a lot less, I feel.
No, we have not.
No, we would have talked for a much longer on the previous things. I don't know.
You've been the one driving all the conversation right now. I've been holding back.
That's... Well, the main issue right now is just that I'm saying that it could be a thing. It could be, and you're like, no. And so I feel the need to defend myself.
Well, she's saying maybe there was a flood, and that's where I draw the line, because she has no quantifiable evidence that there was a flood in this region. That is why I'm drawing the line. Not because I believe it's a fucking ghost, but because she has no, like, true evidence that there was a flood.
I mean, but when you are a scientist of sorts, you have to be like, alright, so I have the least possible and the more plausible. But you have to give yourself lots and lots of things to test.
Yes, I never said which one I definitively side on. I'm just saying that there is actual human blood.
I'm just saying. Anyway, I was more distracted, though, by the fact that it almost looked like claw marks on the bottom of this carpet.